Let's bring it. I see a veteran up in here, man. MJ. Let's bring in my good friend, man. How you doing, brother? I know you got a lot to say about Scam. I know
What
you got
up, man? That's his name, Dorman Scam. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth, bro. I hate to tell you. I'm gonna be honest with you, Dan. As a Laker, you guys gotta stop thinking of mediocre. The dude, now y'all got on one channel, they say the players are trash. On this one channel. He's talking about you right now. The locker room. He said all the players are trash.
It's every year. This is Austin Reaves. Every year. And I don't want to make videos like this. I don't. I know I have to. I know I'm critical of Austin Reaves, but he wants $40 million, even $30 million. He wasn't even a $15 million player last night. Rui has been better in the 3 games Reaves has played than Austin Reaves. I'd rather give Rui $30 million than give Reaves this. You know, like, again, he's a Laker. I don't want to have to come on and criticize him and talk about how cheeks he is and all this stuff. I don't.
The way you make me feel these days.
Every year. This is Austin Reaves. Every year. And I don't want to make videos like this. I don't. I know I have to. I know I'm critical of Austin Reaves, but he wants $40 million, even $30 million. He wasn't even a $15 million player last night. Rui has been better in the 3 games Reaves has played than Austin Reaves. I'd rather give Rui $30 million than give Reaves this. You know, like, again, he's a Laker. I don't want to have to come on and criticize him and talk about how cheeks he is and all this stuff. I don't. It's every year. This is Austin Reaves. Every year. And I don't want to make videos like this. I don't. I know I have to. I know I'm critical of Austin Reaves, but he wants $40 million, even $30 million. He wasn't even a $15 million player last night. Rui has been better in the 3 games Reaves has played than Austin Reaves. I'd rather give Rui $30 million than give Reaves this. You know, like, again, he's a Laker. I don't want to have to come on and criticize him and talk about how cheeks he is and all this stuff. I don't.
Let's go this one. Jamal Murray won a chip. Don't want to hear it. Oh, I'm assuming that was to your comment, Jason, about other guards that have struggled in the playoffs this year.
Yeah, I think that Denver Nuggets team wins the title if Austin Reaves from this year is healthy and in rhythm next to Jokic.
Think this year's Denver Nuggets?
No, from 2023.
Oh, from 2020. Okay, gotcha.
Not to say, like, guys, I do think Jamal Murray is proven to be a better playoff player than Austin. My point is the point I was trying to make is, like, as the league has gotten more physical and the best teams in the league have been so good on defense, skill guards all around the league are struggling. Like, Jalen Brunson is really the only dude who's, like, thriving as, like, a small, unathletic on-ball guard in this environment.
And Jalen Brunson is very, very physically strong. That certainly helps him in that type of situation.
Good point.
Come with me. Hail Mary, nigga, run quick, see.
Let's go this one. Jamal Murray won a chip. Don't want to hear it. Oh, I'm assuming that was to your comment, Jason, about other guards that have struggled in the playoffs this year.
Yeah, I think that Denver Nuggets team wins the title if Austin Reaves from this year is healthy and in rhythm next to Jokic.
Hail Mary, nigga, run quick, see.
Think this year's Denver Nuggets?
No, from 2023.
Oh, from 2020. Okay, gotcha.
Not to say, like, guys, I do think Jamal Murray is proven to be a better playoff player than Austin. My point is the point I was trying to make is, like, as the league has gotten more physical and the best teams in the league have been so good on defense, skill guards all around the league
here to
are
cause
struggling.
Confusion. If this
Like,
was chess,
Jalen
we'd be
Brunson
yelling
is really the
checkmate
only
3
dude
years
who's,
ago,
like,
because we've been beating these
as, like, a
not
small,
a
unathletic on-ball guard in this environment.
And Jalen Brunson is very, very physically strong. That certainly helps him in that type of situation.
Good point.
Come with me. Hail Mary, nigga, run quick, see.
Austin Reaves. Foul baiter.
What you be having now? Do you wanna ride or die? La, da, 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 da.
My bad, chat. I was on mute. My bad, chat. I was on mute, man. This is some good stuff, though, folks. This is some good stuff. Wow, folks. These dudes in the media, man, they've lost all sense of reality, folks. They've lost it. They're losing themselves. This is some incredible stuff, man. Last night and today, bro, this has been hilarious, man. This has been actually hilarious, folks. Wow. So as you guys know, folks, last night, another debacle in Oklahoma City. Okay. Aston was trending all over social media yesterday. I wake up today, I see some articles written about Aston. This was funny. I don't know if you guys saw this one. But Yahoo Sports, they wrote an article. They said Austin 316 WWE taunts mock LA Lakers star after disastrous playoff shooting. So, folks, I mean, they've just been going crazy on this dude. And obviously, I was interested to hear what the mayonnaise media was going to say today. And to my surprise, folks, the mayonnaise media, the majority of them, they simply can't defend this any longer, right? So I came across the clip, folks, from Colin Clown Nerd, okay? Now, you guys know he's a member of the mayonnaise media, along with, Nick Wrong, Trevor Lame, Yovan Booty, Jason Simp, right? And also Colin Clown Nerd. He's right along with them, folks. So he had some comments today, folks, about Aston Reaves that I was actually pleasantly surprised with hearing, folks. So a lot of people been sending me this clip, and I had already seen it, and I definitely was like, you know what, we got to react to this clip, man. So that's what we're here to do, folks. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in, though. Shout out to Soul Glow. Shout out to Crack Smoke. What's going on, man? We got Raider Steel. You said Aston has always been trash. A few 40-point games is how you can tell. Okay. I'm not sure how that makes any sense, but okay. You said they look like a relative diet. They don't care the Lakers lost. Just Aston being exposed. You said Aston gonna cry in the car. Sekou said you started it. Yeah, I definitely did, man. We were early on this. We saw this 3 years ago, and it's finally, time that people start to wake up, man. We got Anubis. He said the Lakers want to offer Reaves a $200 million contract. Everyone in Lakers management needs to be fired. We got King J. What's going on, man? We got Big R. He said pressure will bust a pipe every time. Every time, man. He said they look like they just seen a ghost. Folks, let's go ahead and just get into this Colin Clown Nerd clip. Y'all do me a favor. Drop a like on the video. Let's go ahead and get into this clip, folks. Let's go ahead and get into this clip.
It's every year. This is Austin Reaves. Every year. And I don't want to make videos like this. I don't. I know I have to. I know I'm critical of Austin Reaves. But he wants $40 million, even $30 million. He wasn't even a $15 million player last night. Rui has been better in the 3 games Reaves has played than Austin Reaves. I'd rather give Rui $30 million than give Reaves this. Again, he's a Laker. I don't want to have to come on and criticize him and talk about how cheeks he is and all this stuff. I don't.
You know how sometimes people will come up to you and they'll ask, hey, how you doing? How are things? They're hoping you say, good. They don't want to hear about your problems. And nobody cares in the NBA if you injured your oblique over a month ago. Austin Reaves was 3 for 16 and awful last night. Nobody cares about the injury. Ant was great coming off an extended knee, hyperextended knee, game 1. Embiid, his appendix burst. He's been great. Cade Cunningham had a collapsed lung, missed 11 games. Cade Cunningham, nobody cares. He's great. Austin Reaves last night was dreadful. 0 for 10 on uncontested shots. Nobody's done that in this league since Draymond Green 3 years ago. I understand his popularity. He's undrafted, the headband, he's scrappy. He gets a little bit better every year. Seems like a great kid. He was awful. And here's what happens. You see his limitations. So when a team picks on you, they're not doing it in the abstract. They have watched film on you. Last year, the T-Wolves, Chris Finch and a great staff, watched film on Austin Reaves and attacked him. He was bad. OKC watched film on Austin Reaves, saw him as a weakness and attacked him, put ball pressure, multiple turnovers. And you saw this with Derek White of the Celtics. Everybody's like, Derek White had a down year. No, when Derek White was a 5 or a 4, the Celtics were a championship team. This year, because of the Tatum injury, and they moved off Porzingis and other players, there were nights he was a 2. He was often the 3rd. And then you see the ceiling with Derek White, who's a good player. Austin Reaves, a good player. But when you ask the number 3 starter in baseball to be your ace and go toe-to-toe with, Garrett Cole, he's not. And that's my take on Austin Reaves. In his playoff career, that's the best coaches, best teams, he gives you 16, 4, and 4, shoots about 42, 43%. That's fine. But it's not special. He is a number 4 on a championship team, a number 3 on a decent playoff team. But he gets hunted defensively, and both Minnesota last year and Oklahoma City last night, they look at film, they scout, and they attack him, and they put ball pressure on him. And they're making sure switches, they want Austin Reaves guarding one of their guys. And that's the reality of it. And Embiid, Cade Cunningham, Austin's oblique injury, nobody cares. So far in the playoffs, the Lakers are better with Austin Reaves not on the floor. I know, the oblique injury. And also, here's something else to think about. In back-to-back seasons, he's been injured, right? In the playoffs. He's in the playoffs. He's not 100%. Why? Because he has an undrafted athlete's body. He doesn't have big, dominant physical traits. Caleb Williams goes number 1 to the Bears. He's never hurt. LeBron's a number 1 pick. He's never hurt. Part of being a first-round pick or a number 1 pick is the body, the traits, the size, the durability. I mean, Big Ben didn't get hurt until the end. Eli Manning, John Elway's, Dan Marino's, bigger, stronger athletes. So he's banged up. I've said this about Brock Purdy. He's a smaller guy, gets hurt more. Caleb Williams gets hammered. He's never hurt. That's part of being like a number 1 pick. So, the big issue we're all talking about with the Lakers next year is, hey, LeBron's going to take a pay cut. And here's my question. Is the bigger issue, is Austin Reaves worth $38 million a cap hit? Because his cap hit now is going to triple. And he's not a 1 and he's not a 2. The question is, are you a championship team if he is a 3? And I don't think you are.
Let's go this one. Jamal Murray won a chip. Don't want to hear it. Oh, I'm assuming that was to your comment, Jason, about other guards that have struggled in the playoffs this year.
Yeah, I think that Denver Nuggets team wins the title if Austin Reaves from this year is healthy and in rhythm next to Jokic.
Think this year's Denver Nuggets?
No, from 2023.
Oh, from 2020. Okay, gotcha.
Not to say, guys, I do think Jamal Murray is proven to be a better playoff player than Austin. My point is the point I was trying to make is, as the league has gotten more physical and the best teams in the league have been so good on defense, skill guards all around the league are struggling. Jalen Brunson is really the only dude who's rising as a small, unathletic on-ball guard in this environment.
And Jalen Brunson is very, very physically strong. That certainly helps him in that type of
Just
situation.
a here for me, even though I broke your heart a million times.
Austin Reaves. Foul baiter.
It's not a victory till the day I finally make you mine.
Oh, wow, folks. Wow, man. Good stuff, man. So, yeah, you guys just heard what Colin Clown Nerd had to say, folks. Even Colin Clown Nerd, right? One of the leaders of the Mayonnaise Media. He might even be the president of the Mayonnaise Media, folks. Even Colin Clown Nerd can't defend Aston anymore. Even Colin can't defend him anymore. I mean, that's how you know this is bad, man. Shout out to DC Rue with the $5 super chat.
LeBron fans.
Gonna me on a late night mission, pulling up.
You said he still has 3 games to prove himself. DC Rue, dude. You did this yesterday, and you're still doing this again today. Like, just stop, dude. Just stop. Seriously, just stop. It's over, dude. Right? Like, the way he played last night, I mean, he set a record for how bad he played last night. He's setting records the opposite way. So, I mean, he's horrendously bad right now. So even if he plays better than what he did yesterday, I mean, he's going to go from horrendously bad to just bad. I mean, what are we talking about, DC Rue? Do you understand he's shooting 12% from 3? Do you know how many threes he would have to make just to get back to like 25, 30% from 3? That's still horrendously bad. He's shooting 12% right now in the playoffs, DC Rue. How much of an increase do you think he's going to make by playing a little bit better? He's going to go from ass to butt? I mean, do I have to pull up? Okay, hold on. Let me get my ass chart out. We haven't whipped out the ass chart. Where's my ass chart? Jesus Christ, you're still doing this, DC Rue? So yesterday, and for the whole playoffs, he's been FBA. Everybody knows this. He's been full-blown ass. So what's he gonna be if he just, if he makes a couple of shots the next game? He's gonna go up to cheeks? He's still gonna be ass, dude. Like, what are we talking about, DC Rue? Come on, man. Like I said, DC Rue, you gotta stop playing games, dude. Seriously. You gotta stop trolling, bro. You gotta stop this, dude. Give it up, dude. You've been pandering for Aston. Seriously, you're just like Jason Simp and the rest of these dudes. You've been pandering for this dude all year, man. At some point, you just got to give it up. So he's going to go from FBA to cheeks. Wow. 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 So he's going to go from 12% on threes to what, DC Rue? 20%? What's he going to be, DC Rue? 25% when the series is over from 3? 25%? Wow. So he went from full-blown ass to cheeks. Come on, man. Come on, DC Rue. Knock it off, dude. You said this series will determine his contract next season, this series right here? Yeah, it's over, DC Rue. It's just time to go ahead and wrap it up, dude. I mean, after this series is over, we're going to be having conversations of, is this dude an NBA player still? That's the conversation we're going to be having in about another week or two. We're going to be questioning, does this guy actually belong on a roster? Forget a contract. That's over. Seriously, that's over. Like, forget a contract. We're gonna start to question, is he even an NBA player? Because when you're shooting 12% from 3, at that point we have to start questioning, do you even belong in this league anymore? Y'all can forget this contract. That's over. Seriously, that's over. Shout out to A-Hall with the $10 super chat. He said, let's give it up for Aston. Little shit stain is in the record. said little shit stain is in the record books. That's crazy. Little shit stain is funny. I'm not going. That's a good. Yo, that's crazy good. Little shit stain is crazy good. Oh my god, little shit stain is funny, man. I'm stealing that. That's too good. He said little shit stain. He said, let's give it up for Aston. Lil Shit Stain is in the record books for being historically bad. He shot 14 for 46 from the field, 30%, and 2 for 17 on three-pointers, which is 12%. Aston needs to be trademarked. Nah, for real. Nah, seriously. We do need to patent that name Aston. Put that on a damn t-shirt. We got Kev D. He says, Tin Man is on injury watch. Hashtag checkmate. Okay. We got DC Rue with the $5 super chat. Shout to you.
Austin Reaves. Foul baiter.
Give me 1 second, folks. I done messed up my sound bite. It's all good. Fuck it. We got DC Root. You said, Reg, did you see what Ric Flair, the wrestler, said about Luka last night? He tagged Genie Bus. He basically called out Luka. Yeah, we talked about that last night, DC Root. Yeah. I agree with Ric Flair. I really do. But ladies and gentlemen, can we talk about these clips that I found, folks? So I want to give a shout out to this dude, Tyler. I think that's his name, from As It Stands. Okay. I was watching his video earlier. That's where I got this clip from. I'm going to play this clip again, folks, and then I want to react to this video that he posted.
It's every year. This is Austin Reaves. Every year. And I don't want to make videos like this. I don't. I know I have to. I know I'm critical of Austin Reaves, but he wants $40 million, even $30 million. He wasn't even a $15 million player last night. Rui has been better in the 3 games Reaves has played than Austin Reaves. I'd rather give Rui $30 million than give Reaves this. You know, like, again, he's a Laker. I don't want to have to come on and criticize him and talk about how cheeks he is and all this stuff. I don't.
Wow, folks, this is absolutely hilarious, man. This is absolutely hilarious. We got Anthony. Shout out to Anthony with the $5 super chat. He says Reaves FC posting his playoff highlights from 2023 when he was the 4th option. Yeah, I mean, did they post the fact that we got swept in that series? So, I mean, it's just, I mean, Austin Reaves fans are just, they're buffoon. They're clownish, man. You know, I mean, how are you posting stats in a series that we got swept? You know, it's just like, if you actually look at his highlights from that series, he didn't even start scoring until we were down 20 points. Like, the dude literally sucks. Just like last night, you know, he was 1 for 11 going into the 4th quarter. Like, he never actually starts scoring until the game is over against good teams. He's actually garbage. It's pathetic. We got Daniel. You said we need to see Bron in the Jeep picture today. Okay, that's fine. Let's go ahead and play this video of this dude, man. Yo, that's a legendary. I'm gonna play this again while I get this video pulled up. This shit is hilarious.
It's every year. This is Austin Reaves. Every year. And I don't want to make videos like this. I don't. I know I have to. I know I'm critical of Austin Reaves, but he wants $40 million, even $30 million. He wasn't even a $15 million player last night. Rui has been better in the 3 games Reaves has played than Austin Reaves. I'd rather give Rui $30 million than give Reaves this. You know, like, again, he's a Laker. I don't want to have to come on and criticize him and talk about how cheeks he is and all this stuff. I don't.
Man, Austin Reaves. Another playoffs, another expected Reaves performance. Look, I know I get labeled an Austin Reaves hater. I know, all the Reaves stands aren't fans of mine because I'm constantly labeling Austin Reaves and critical of him and talk about how much he struggles. It's every year. And every year there's explain this. I'd love to hear the Austin Reaves stands. It's amazing how not one of them were in my live stream, the post game stream. Right? They're all like, if they can defend Austin Reaves, they're there. I didn't have any in my live stream last night because it's inexcusable. Again, and it's not like, oh, he's just coming back from injury. One, he already had 2 games to kind of get the rust off. But 2, right, it's not even the lack of three-point shooting. Right? He was 0 of 5 from three-point range, right? That usually is rust. Like, he doesn't have his legs. He doesn't have his lift. But he was unplayably bad, right? Like, that's the only thing. Like, if he was half decent, the Lakers might have won this game. This might have been a very different game. The Lakers were only down 8 going into the fourth quarter. I understand Lakers ended up losing by 18. But again, if the game's closer, say the Lakers are down 2, the intensity picks up. There's more to it. Like, not like they go on a run. You're still down. Like, now you're down 8 instead of 18, right? Like, everything's different. And it's every year. This is Austin Reaves. Every year. And I don't want to make videos like this. I don't. I know I have to. I know I'm critical of Austin Reaves, but he wants $40 million, even $30 million. He wasn't even a $15 million player last night. Rui has been better in the 3 games Reaves has played than Austin Reaves. I'd rather give Rui $30 million than give Reaves this. You know, like, again, he's a Laker. I don't want to have to come on and criticize him and talk about how cheeks he is and all this stuff. I don't. I want to come on here and be like, man, Reaves killed it. Yeah, Lakers lost, but it wasn't because of Austin Reaves. Like, I want to praise Reaves, just like I want to praise Rui, just like I want to praise LeBron, Luke, Laravia, Jay, like all these guys. I don't want to have to come and do videos on how bad a Lakers player is. I don't. But we have to be honest. At some point, we have to be real. At some point, we have to be honest. Unless Austin Reaves makes some drastic turnaround, you got to trade him in the offseason. You do. You have to trade him. You can't let him walk. Now, look, a lot of people were like, oh.
Okay, before he starts babbling off some bullshit, folks, I do want to say, up until this point, I guess I somewhat agree with him, right? He made a point about he wasn't even worth Rui Hachimura money. I mean, we talked about this last night. He's got to be listening to the show. I said it last night. I don't even think he's worth DeAndre Ayton or Marcus Smart money, let alone Rui Hachimura money. Rui's making $18 million this year. Rui's been arguably I don't even think it's arguably. Rui has been our second best player in the playoffs so far this season. And Rui's making $18 million. Then you can make the argument it's probably Marcus Smart and then DA and then probably Luke Kennard. Like, Austin is not even a top 5 Laker right now. He's not even worth, I mean, we're talking like, is he even worth Marcus Smart money? Marcus Smart's making $5 million a year. I don't even think he's worth Marcus Smart money. So there are some things that he said that I do agree with. And on the show that we did last night, we did 3 shows actually yesterday. We did a pregame, a halftime show, and then we did a postgame show. Matter of fact, I think we might have did 4 shows yesterday. And then I think I did another late night show after that. So I know on the halftime show that we did, I said that he just needs to walk this summer. He just needs to go. This notion that Aston is an asset, I mean, that's just insanity. Like, I don't know what you think you're going to, get for him. This is the biggest stage in the NBA. Everybody watches the Lakers. It's not like he's playing in Charlotte or, New Orleans where nobody's watching the games. Like, everybody watches the Lakers play. The whole world is watching this. So, I don't know in what land and in what universe Laker fans think that, oh, we don't want this player anymore, so we're just going to dump him off on another team like they're going to want him either. I mean, if you don't want him and you're the Lakers, why would a lesser team want him? Look at all the players that have played for this organization and their careers are over. Patrick Beverley, Juan Toscano Anderson, Damian Jones. You guys remember Wenyen Gabriel? Whatever happened to these guys? What happened? What happened to these guys? Where's Mo Bamba at? He was a Laker. Tristan Thompson. Malik Beasley. Lonnie Walker. What happened? They're not even in the league anymore. Y'all think like this dude is just, he, like I said, after this series is over, we got to start having questions on, is this guy even an NBA player? And I've been telling y'all this for years. Y'all been calling me a hater and a racist. I've been telling y'all he's been getting saved his entire career by LeBron, Anthony Davis, and now Luka Doncic. They've been saving his whole career. And now that we're asking him to step up and take on more of a load and to score and to be consistent, he put up 8 points, dude. He was 3 for 16 last night. That was the worst Laker performance in 35 years. Are we even sure he belongs in the NBA? So when I hear people talking about, oh, well, we just can't let him walk, dude, stop it. You're not getting anything of value for this dude. You're just not. No team is going to say, hey, we're going to give you a player that's better than Austin in a trade for Austin. It's not happening. So that's why I had to pause it a little bit, folks. And because, like I said, I know he's about to go off on a tangent of bullshit. So here we go.
Oh, just let Reaves walk. Like, you can't. He's still worth more than his cap hit. Right. And there are teams that will want him. He's really good in the regular season. There's a lot of teams that care less about winning championships that just want to get in the regular season. There's a lot of teams that need his ball handling and playmaking, right? Like, there's teams that always are going to think we can do better, right? Like, yeah, Reaves has struggled, but he's been injured. And then, he was the third option and, all the
Once again, this is the delusion of Laker media. This is the delusion of Laker media. They always think other teams value the Lakers players the same way Laker fans do. Dennis Schroeder found this out when he thought he was so valuable that he turned down $84 million, and then he hit the open market and he signed a $5.9 million deal with the Celtics. Quit lying to the people and saying, oh, other teams value him. What team? You're just throwing anything at the wall hoping it sticks. We need specifics. What teams are you talking about? Why would they want him? Of all the players they could go get, why would they want him? You talking about teams need ball handlers. There's plenty of niggas that can handle the ball that are playing overseas right now. You telling me Lonnie Walker can't handle the ball? He's playing overseas. There's plenty of niggas that can dribble a basketball, gang. That doesn't mean they're going to just give the money to him. Y'all think because a team has cap space that they're interested. Didn't Matt Ishbia tell y'all back in January when Boogie Cousins went on his show and said, oh, I would trade Dylan Brooks for Austin Reaves? And then Matt Ishbia, the Suns owner, quickly came back, clapped back at Boogie, said, don't even bother calling. We're not interested. Y'all live in a fantasy land, dude. You think all the other teams that's watching us right now, you thinking that they're like, yeah, we can take him and we can win with him? Come on, man. If he was any good, the Lakers would keep him. Y'all just be making stuff up, bro. This is pathetic. If he was as good as y'all claim he was, y'all wouldn't even be talking about getting rid of him. But you are. But you think another team wants to take on your garbage. Come on, man.
Uses that Reaves stands give Austin Reaves, there's an organization somewhere that's doing the same thing, right? That's going like, oh, Austin Reeves, like, but again, every year, like clock, you can set your watch to it now. We talked about this in the offseason. I was like, look, Austin Reeves could average 50 points, 50 rebounds, 50 assists. I'm still going to be going, yeah, but what does he do come playoff time? And again, it's not even just, he was 3 of 16 from the field. He was 0 of 5 from 3. Remove the threes. That means he was still 3 of 11. Luke Kennard took 4 shots and had almost as many points as Austin Reeves. If Austin Reeves was like 8 of 11, like and 0 of 5 from 3, we'd probably have a different conversation. The game probably also would have been very different. If Austin Reeves handled the ball pressure well and didn't lead the team in turnovers and wasn't absolute cheeks, then again, we'd have a different conversation. I want to defend the players on this team if I can. I want to stick up for the players on this team if I can. I said going into this is a great moment, great opportunity for Reeves. Even if the Lakers lose this series, this is Austin Reeves' moment, right? I even said if Austin Reeves is just, let's say he's 18, 6, and 8, right? Not even 25 or 27 or any of that. Say he's 18, 6, and 8, right? But he does it on efficiency. Then great. Because then I can defend that. I can justify it. We can talk about it, right? But again, the most points he's ever scored in a game is 23 in the playoffs. That means his playoff career high is 23 points. Luke Kennard in the first round against the Rockets, the first 3 games, was nearly averaging that. Austin Reeves, who's supposed to be our number 2 guy alongside Luka Doncic, who's supposed to be the man, and all the Reeves stands talk about how, Kobe who, Jordan who, right? Magic who. Reeves is the greatest player we've ever had. LeBron who. Why do we need Luke? Trade Luka. We got Austin Reeves. I guarantee you, I don't like speaking in definitive, so let me rephrase that. I am incredibly confident, 99.9999999999999% that if we survive long enough for Luka to come back, he will not go 3 of 13 from the floor and only give us 8 points and be unplayably bad and have all these turnovers and just be, again, basically just ran off the floor. Right? Again, Luke Kennard had a better stat line in fewer minutes and fewer attempts. That can't happen. Austin Reeves is supposed to be the guy. Why is a 41-year-old, who, again, I believe is the greatest player to ever play the game, I think he's the GOAT, but why is he doing everything and you're playing for a contract? I'd rather trade Austin Reeves and pay LeBron $30 million, right? And then trade Austin Reeves into the players to put around Luka and LeBron. Because I think Luka and LeBron as a duo can win you a championship. Right? So I'd rather you trade Austin Reeves, sign LeBron James 2 years, $60 million, and let's go really round out this depth.
Okay, so let me just stop it right here. Because, it looks like he's, him and most of the people that have been defending this dude are finally coming to their senses, folks. The whole notion that Brian Windhorst and the mayonnaise media were running with a few months ago that, LeBron should be the third option. And, the Lakers play better without LeBron and blah, blah, blah. Have you guys noticed Brian Windhorst is absolutely quiet now? He's absolutely silent, right? Because he's a clown. Just like most of these people in the media. I don't even understand how you guys even take these people seriously anymore. I still listen to them. I'll listen to Nick Wright and Stephen A. and these guys. I'll still listen just to hear what they're saying. But it's to a point where it's I can't take these people seriously anymore. Am I the only one that feels this way? I don't think I am. I hope I'm not. Like, I hope nobody's still tuning in to Stephen A. Smith to actually like get objective takes. You know, it's very obvious most of these dudes are paid off and they're bought. You know, they sold their ass for a ESPN Disney check. So to me, I don't really take the majority of these people seriously anymore. But yeah, this whole notion that, oh, we're going to pay Reaves and LeBron needs to go or take a pay cut. Folks, that narrative is done. It lasted for a good couple of months, but it's over. Everybody sees now Reaves is a bum. Okay? It was very disrespectful for y'all to run with that narrative to begin with. Yeah, we're going to get rid of the greatest player in the sport so we can pay an undrafted white boy who's unathletic, doesn't play defense, and disappears in the playoffs. Yeah, that makes a ton of sense. I mean, what are we talking about, man? Shout out to A-Hall with the $20 super chat.
Rolling Stone.
Austin Reaves. Foul baiter.
He said this man is out here running around with mud in his drawers screaming, I'm him. Bro, we all know you're shitty. It's an insult to have him as the number 2 option. I swear more and more people are stealing your talking points. Exactly. 444 said, I don't think the team likes Reaves. Yeah, I wouldn't either, especially if I'm Luke Kennard. I mean, you've completely thrown my money and my rhythm off. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure they don't.
Go build a super deep, talented, athletic team around LeBron and Luka Doncic. You know, keep the main core guys. Hell, I'd rather keep Rui at that point. Trade Austin Reaves and let's go. Let's go win 2 championships before LeBron retires. Let's go get him number 5 and number 6. Right? Like, I'd rather do that than pay Austin Reaves $30 to $50 million or $40 million, right? Like, and it's so frustrating, man. Like, it is. I gave him a pass in the 2 Houston games. He wasn't great in the Houston games either. But I said, you know, hey, like, let's give us a run. Again, it wasn't like he wasn't even good enough for me to like half justify. Like, you know, like he wasn't even like half decent where I could go like, oh, hey, yeah, but you're seeing progress, right? Like he literally played so bad. It was indefensible. It was so bad that the Reaves stands that I usually have in every live stream didn't even show up. And they defend that guy to the death. Like, they defend that guy with their last breath. They defend him like it's their man or something. Like, it's crazy. And they couldn't even defend it. Again, I want to defend my players. I want to stick up for them. If you're familiar with me in this channel, you know I'm a half cup full kind of guy. I always want to try to spin a positive narrative. I always want to look for good things. I always want to, you know, again, I'm a Laker fan. I don't want to root and complain and cry and moan over somebody that's on the Lakers. I don't. But again, it's like, how many playoffs, how many series, how many games do we keep watching this happen and go like, it's all good? Like, it's so frustrating. Look, it's not too late for him to turn it around. It's not. You know, again, you laid a dud in one game. Got game 2. Come back, steal that game. Problem is, that might have been the best chance the Lakers had to steal a game in OKC. OKC might not play worse than they did. I mean, Lakers deserve some credit. Lakers did a really good job defensively and stuff, but it's just, you know, unless Austin Reaves is 25, 6, and 8 the rest of the way, I don't know how you justify this. You know, and again, once again, struggling with the ball pressure, struggling with the just everything. Shot selection's terrible. Right? It's just, he'll have a game, probably. You know, like there'll probably be a game where because, you know, he struggles shooting the ball. He's inconsistent shooting the basketball, but he'll have a game where he hits 4 out of 5. You know, like that's usually what he does. He'll have like a random game where he hits 4 out of 5. And then, you know, that'll open up some other things. Like, again, what'll end up happening is he'll probably lay a dud And then like Lakers will be down like 3-0 or something like that. And then Austin Reaves will have like a great game 4. Lakers will win, and all the Reaves fans will go, see, this is why you can't get rid of him. And just ignore the 6 other games, or I guess 5 other, or no, it would be 6 other games that he just was cheeks in, right? Like, it's just, again, I want Austin Reaves to be good, because the better Austin Reaves is, the better chance the Lakers have. He just, again, it's like, how many times can we watch this happen before we just go, all right, he is who he is. Anyway, as always, this is
folks. Austin Reaves was so bad, even his biggest fanboys, they can't defend him anymore. They can't defend him anymore. So, like I said, folks, definitely interested in hearing you guys' thoughts, man, on this particular conversation, folks. What are you guys' thoughts, man, on, the media pretty much turning on Aston, man? Now, there are some guys, folks, that have just, they've lost all sense of reality. I got to give some credit, actually, to Jovan Booty, because I thought he was the biggest clown that was defending Aston Reaves, but it's actually not even Jovan. I listen, I'm going to have to, seriously, chat, I'm not even, that mad at Jovan anymore, because there's a bigger clown than Jovan, and his name is Jason Simp. His name is Jason Simp, folks. This dude is absolutely diabolical.
Let's go this one. Jamal Murray won a chip. Don't want to hear it. Oh, I'm assuming that was to your comment, Jason, about other guards that have struggled in the playoffs this year.
Yeah, I think that Denver Nuggets team wins the title if Austin Reaves from this year is healthy and in rhythm next to Jokic.
Think this year's Denver Nuggets?
No, from 2023.
Oh, from 2020. Okay, gotcha.
Not to say, guys, I do think Jamal Murray is proven to be a better player than Austin. My point is the point I was trying to make is, as the league has gotten more physical and the best teams in the league have been so good on defense, skill guards all around the league are struggling. Jalen Brunson is really the only dude who's thriving as a small, unathletic on-ball guard in this environment.
Yeah, and Jalen Brunson is very, very physically strong. That certainly helps him in that type of situation.
Good point.
So, man, I'm so in love. Yeah, I miss your touch.
Yo, we got Internet Blakes in the chat. Yo, that nigga said, what? I seen you in the chat, Internet Blakes. He said, what? Yo, that was the most insane take I've heard today. We got Jael. What's going on, man?
Yo, what's good with it, my man?
What's going on, man? What are your thoughts, man?
Hey, the veil is being lifted. They're actually starting to see Austin Reaves for who he really is. And it's music to my ears, because once you get to hearing all of the chatter about how good he is, and how much they want to pay him, and how they should let LeBron go and elevate him, all of this stuff that they've been talking about, it's finally starting to be, like I said, the veil is finally starting to be lifted. He went out there against OKC. He wet the bed. Against OKC this year, he's only been averaging about 13 points a game. So all of that 27 points a game that he was averaging at the beginning of the year, the 23 points a game he was averaging at the end of the season, which had only dropped down to 23 because he was averaging 16 a game after the calf injury, it's finally all starting to come to light. And I don't see how Jovan Booty Butt Cheeks, Trevor Lame as Hell, or any of these other guys can make any more excuses for Aston. They can't do it. They can't do it. Even this morning on ESPN, they were still talking about, you can't bring LeBron back and him make $52 million. Like, what? We can't pay LeBron $52 million, but we can keep Aston Reeves for any amount of money? Matter of fact, we should be paying LeBron Lucas money. He ain't on the court. He ain't doing nothing. How about we take Lucas' part and we give that to LeBron too? But yeah, I don't remember the gentleman's name, but a couple of streams ago, I believe he called this Cheek Busters Chopped and Screwed. I think that was a perfect title for Aston's performance last night.
Yeah, what are your thoughts, Jael, on Luka? I saw that. Who was it last night that had that tweet about him? What's the guy's name?
Ric Flair.
Ric Flair. So Ric Flair has a tweet about Luka saying, you know, he needs to play, blah blah blah, and I wake up today and Luka does an impromptu interview. I don't know if you saw it.
No, I haven't seen it. I've been at work all day.
Yeah, he did an impromptu interview addressing kind of like, I guess, the injury and everything like that. Let me see if I can find the interview. Give me 1 second.
Yep.
Yeah, let me see if I can play this interview, chat. Yeah. Let's take a listen to this Luka Doncic interview.
16 minutes out of All right, just start there. How are you feeling? Yeah, just how are you feeling?
Feeling good. You know, obviously this is a different injury that I ever had. You know, it's been the second time. You know, I did the hamstring. Obviously way less. End of April, end of January. So recovery's been a little bit longer, but I'm feeling good. You know, working every day, so I'm trying to come back.
Have you ramped up at all to running or any on-court contact stuff?
Yeah, I'm running. Right now I'm running, but I haven't done any contact. I haven't been there yet to do any contact.
Is there a goal by like a certain game this series that you're hoping to return, or what's kind of the timeline you're looking at?
No, the moment, the day I did the MRI on the hamstring, you know, the doctor told me 8 weeks at the beginning. So, you know, I'm doing everything I can in the process. You know, I think we're on a good way. But at the beginning, you know, they told me 8 weeks.
You went to Spain to try to expedite that 8-week timeline, I'm assuming. What did you have done there, and what did they tell you as far as making it sooner than 8 weeks?
Yeah, I went to Spain to do PRP. And, you know, it's obviously, I think everybody knows that's in this, that it's one of the best countries to do that. And obviously, you know, we talked with the Lakers doctors, so everybody agreed for me to go there. Obviously, I know and trust a lot of people from Spain that I used to work before, but why I was in Spain so long is because I needed 4 days in between every shot, so I did it 4 times, so that's why I stay longer.
What did they say as far as, though, being able to hopefully expedite your recovery after getting the PRP?
What means expedite?
Sooner, coming back faster, speed it up.
Oh, I'm just in the process. You know, I'm working every day. I feel better every day. Like I said, in the beginning they said 8 weeks, so we just go from there.
Luka, how hard is this for you? You were playing MVP caliber basketball. To go down then when you were at your peak, just how frustrating has this been for you to be out during this time?
It's very frustrating. I don't think people understand how frustrating it is. You know, all I want to do is play basketball, especially this time. It's the best time to play basketball. It's very frustrating. But, you know, seeing what my team is doing, I'm very proud of them. But it's been very tough, you know, just to see it and watch them play.
You just mentioned it a little bit about that resiliency in that first round from your team impressed you from the sidelines.
Everything, you know, everybody had us out. Everybody had us 5 games, and we proved that we can play. You know, the way everybody stepped up is truly amazing to see. So hopefully they continue that.
From your viewpoint, what have you tried to do to help the guys out during the course of these playoff series?
Obviously, just talk to them a little bit more. Be out there, tell them what I see. But the way they've been playing has been amazing, like I said. So just, not much I can do. I just try to give them some advice. But obviously, you have a lot of players that has been in this situation, so they know what to do.
Luka, what was what's been your message to Austin over these last 3 games? Is you guys kind of going through similar recoveries and kind of seeing him struggle a little bit as he tries to get his footing?
Obviously, stuff you came back from an injury, stuff. But my message to him is just be yourself. We all know he's an amazing player, and we all know he's gonna bounce back. So I'm just here to support.
All right, I don't want to hear anymore, man. I can barely hear this guy anyway. But yeah, what are your thoughts though, Jael, man? Luka does an impromptu interview after game 1. Now we're hearing that this is an 8-week injury, so we shouldn't expect him back for at least, I guess, to the end of the month.
Okay, so originally it was a 4 to 6 week injury, and he was going to Spain to cut that down. Now it's an 8-week injury after you have the procedure that's supposed to make you come back quicker? That don't make no sense. I think the whole Spain trip was a lie. I think he just took that trip so he can go overseas and beg his baby mama not to file child support. What are we talking about here? He addressed everything except for dressing in a goddamn uniform. That's the only address I want to hear. I want to see you dress up, get out there on the court and play. I agree 100% with Ric Flair. He should be on the trading block at Genie Bus.
Nah, for real.
This is ridiculous.
That's what we've been saying over here as well. He should be on the trading block. He's missed. I saw a stat today that said Anthony Davis only missed 1 playoff game as a Laker, and Luka's already missed 7. He's barely been here 2 years.
There you go, right there. People called Anthony Davis everything in the book except for a child of God. And this dude right here can't even make it back for the playoffs. At least no matter how much Anthony Davis was hurt, he got himself right for when it mattered. This dude can't even keep himself right for when it mattered. You're in the locker room with LeBron James. If you really wanted to play and it really mattered that much to you, you would be in LeBron's ear every day asking him what he's doing. You'll be with him every day looking at his process of how he keeps his body healthy. You'll be doing everything you can to get yourself back out on the floor and not making excuses about why you're not there now. What is all the money for if you're not going to spend it to make yourself better at your craft? Why even pay him that amount of money? Why? His game ain't worth it. His game is terrible. So you could chuck up a lot of shots. If we gave Bronny 30 shots a game, I'm sure he could score 20.
Exactly.
But this dude's taking 30 shots a game to score 30 points.
We got CPA Joe with the $2 super chat. He says the Emperor Ashton has no clothes. We got Internet Blakes. He said Jason Simp take was so bad his co-host looked crazy. Yeah, that was nasty work. What are your thoughts on these Mayonnaise media members still trying to cover for Ashton though? Real quick.
My thoughts on these guys, they're a bunch of grifters. They're grifting the Lakers fan base, trying to sell us a lemon. They're basically catfishing us. They're gaslighting us. They're telling us one thing, but what we're seeing on the court is totally different. They're talking about turnover percentage compared to Jackson Hayes, somebody who doesn't even handle the ball. And they're saying all they want to see from Ashton is that he doesn't turn the ball over. Well, how about we see him not go 3 for 16? How about we see him show up in the playoffs? How about we see him have a good game against the Thunder? How about we see him quit folding like a fresh bed sheet out here? The guy looks like a wet towel. He looks like a high school junior out here. You don't look like an NBA player. I remember you had this meme where a guy talked about Bronny didn't have an NBA body. Look at Austin Reaves. He looks like a 13-year-old out there. No muscle tone, no athleticism. What are we talking about here? And all they're going to keep doing is they're going to keep selling us, keep trying to sell us this lemon because he's the golden child. They want him on this Lakers team so bad that they're willing to forego LeBron James. They're willing to give up Marcus Smart. They don't care about Luke Kennard. Like all of these guys who've been helping us win, they helped us win last playoff series, and they'd rather get rid of those guys who've already proven themselves in the playoffs for Austin Reaves, who had time where had Dylan Brooks over there poking the bear, and then LeBron James got mad and went crazy, and Austin Reaves just rode his coattails. But they always make it seem like, oh, especially Trevor Lane. I hate this dude. He always makes it try to seem like it's everybody's fault except for Austin's. No matter what he does on the court, it's always somebody's fault. It's JJ's fault for not putting him in position. It's LeBron's fault if he would have made 2 more threes. It's Marcus Smart's fault for having that 1 turnover. But he points the finger at everyone except for Aston. I'm sick of it. Everybody else is sick of it. And like I said, the mask is starting to come off. We're starting to see Austin Reaves for who he is, and there's going to be nothing that they can do and nothing that they can say to stop reality from showing up. Gosh, I'm so sick of these guys.
Exactly.
I'm telling you, man.
Yeah.
What's going on with Austin Reaves is sapping my love for basketball. I love watching basketball. I love watching Lakers. But every time I turn on a game and I see number 15 on the floor, I just get sick to my stomach because I know we're about to have another stinker. I know what's going to happen. You know, I might as well be sitting in front of a crystal ball because I know what's going to happen. He's going to stink it up. And then the mayonnaise media is going to put their cape on and come and try to save the day. I'm done, man. I'm done.
Exactly. All right, Jael. Good call, man. Appreciate you, man.
Good call, man.
All right, bro. Yeah, man. Folks, like I said, man, you know, these people are going out sad over this situation. Like I said, Jason Simp, dude, I didn't think anybody was worse than Jovan, but you've went out completely sad about this Austin Reaves situation, and I don't know, man. I used to have a little bit of respect for Jason Simp, but I think I got more respect now for Jovan Booty. I think I got more respect for even Trevor Lane isn't this bad. Jason, you're ridiculous, dude. But like I said, folks, I'm gonna just, you know, I'm gonna watch some games tonight, folks, and we'll probably be back a little bit later, and react to some more news about this situation, folks. But that's really all I got on this particular topic, folks. Y'all do me a favor and drop a like on the video. Shout out to Internet Blake, CPA Joe. Shout out to A Hall as well. We got IMDGK. Shout out to you. I didn't even see this. You said Reaves like his Mike shoes broke. Okay. Shout out to Daniel H. We got Anthony. Appreciate you, man. Shout out to DC Rue. You gotta stop trolling though, DC Rue. Seriously. You gotta stop trolling, bro. We got Kev D. Appreciate you, man. And shout out to Soul Glow. Folks, I got to get up out of here, though. I will catch you guys on the next one, man. Austin Reaves sets a record for being ass. You can't make this up, folks. I'm out.
It's every year. This is Austin Reaves. Every year. And I don't want to make videos like this. I don't. I know I have to. I know I'm critical of Austin Reaves. But he wants $40 million, even $30 million. He wasn't even a $15 million player last night. Rui has been better in the 3 games Reaves has played than Austin Reaves. I'd rather give Rui $30 million than give Reaves this. Again, he's a Laker. I don't want to have to come on and criticize him and talk about how cheeks he is and all this stuff. I don't.
So, man, I'm so in love. Yeah, I miss you. Yeah, I miss your touch.
Let's go this one. Jamal Murray won a chip. Don't want to hear it. Oh, I'm assuming that was to your comment, Jason, about other guards that have struggled in the playoffs this year.
Yeah, I think that Denver Nuggets team wins the title if Austin Reaves from this year is healthy and in rhythm next to Jokic.
Think this year's Denver Nuggets?
No, from 2023.
Oh, from 2020. Okay, gotcha.
Not to say, guys, I do think Jamal Murray is proven to be a better playoff player than Austin. My point is the point I was trying to make is as the league has gotten more physical and the best teams in the league have been so good on defense, skill guards all around the league are struggling. Jalen Brunson is really the only dude who's thriving as a small, unathletic on-ball guard in this environment.
And Jalen Brunson is very, very physically strong. That certainly helps him in that type of situation.
Good point.
So, man, I'm so in love. Yeah, I miss you. Yeah, I miss your touch.
Let's go this one. Jamal Murray won a chip. Don't want to hear it. Oh, I'm assuming that was to your comment, Jason, about other guards that have struggled in the playoffs this year.
Yeah, I think that Denver Nuggets team wins the title if Austin Reaves from this year is healthy and in rhythm next to Jokic.
Think this year's Denver Nuggets?
No, from 2023.
Oh, from 2020. Okay, gotcha.
Not to say, guys, I do think Jamal Murray is proven to be a better playoff player than Austin. My point is the point I was trying to make is as the league has gotten more physical and the best teams in the league have been so good on defense, skill guards all around the league are struggling. Jalen Brunson is really the only dude who's thriving as a small,
it's not a victory till the day I finally make you mine. I made a decision that if I spend a little more time
situation.
Good point.
Showing you instead of telling you and loving you, quit pretending to.